I think creators are rushing to become successful way too fast. They're forgetting to romanticize the process. Gotta slow down. Seems like everything became about followers, views, likes, mentions, comments, etc. And in the middle of us trying to go viral and all this chaos, we kind of forgot the main reason why we are creators in the first place. See, when I first picked up a camera, I was actually traveling. My first camera was the Canon SL2. And I purchased that camera because I was going to Mexico, I believe. I was going to Mexico. And I said, hey, I want to capture some pictures other than cell phone pictures for my memories. And that's where it begun for me. And since then, I noticed that my love was connected to the experience as opposed to the end product. I wasn't thinking about followers. I wasn't thinking about comments. I wasn't thinking about going viral. All I wanted to do was create something, a piece of material that I can say, I remember this. I remember how I felt in that moment. And I'm so happy that I captured this. And looking back, some of my favorite moments had nothing to do with the final result. It was about getting up and finding inspiration in the mundane things. It's about looking through old pictures and re-editing and finding inspiration through those. It's about walking 20,000 steps to get a memory card full of pictures that you may not ever use. But those moments become part of the process. And you know what's funny? None of those moments ever make it to socials. You know, you never get likes for the love that you get in person. You never get comments for it. You're not getting a repost. There's no virality in that. But that's where the beauty is, and that's where the creativity lies, because you're doing it to feed your soul. You're not doing it for monetary gain. But somewhere along the line, I feel like we lost sight of that. I feel like it just became a race to who can put out the most cinematic pictures or the most cinematic videos and post more. You have to, now it's like post 5 times a day to stay relevant. You have to throw all these hashtags on your statuses. You have to reach out to 100 people a day. It's become performative. And I honestly don't think that's making better creators. I think it's just making more people want to be creators that don't necessarily want to be. And I can honestly say, I feel like it's creating a society of burnt out creators that really don't know what they need to do to get to the next level because they're following the algorithm. People are constantly comparing themselves to other people. They're looking at someone's year 5 to their year 1. It's just so much. And we're constantly going. We're constantly trying to figure out a way that we can get the one up on yesterday. But then at some point, you know, you got to realize it's not fun. You know, it's not fun. I much rather create things that fulfill me, that fulfill my soul, that makes me feel better. It makes me feel like I put something out in this world that someone can resonate with. Then I got back into creating from a sense of joy as opposed to creating simply because I had to. You see, this process isn't something that you can rush because there's no end to it. You see, the reason you're doing this truly should be to fulfill yourself. So I want you to take a step back. All my fellow creators, just take a step back. Go take a walk, leave your phone, go ride your bike, go to the gym. Get away from this for a little bit. I promise you, one day you will realize it's never been about the content. It's never been about the views, the likes, the comments, the shares. It's all about you romanticizing this process, because at the end of this all, that's the part that you will be remembering. Keep the vision.